all about. Woo!
Splitgate has been out now for a couple of years, and although technically the game is still in beta, it just launched Season 2 recently, and the game continues to put out constant updates, fixes, and more content. Now, when you compare that to Halo Infinite, well, the game has way more to offer, in my opinion. If you're like me, then you're a lifelong Halo fan who is really looking forward to Halo Infinite, and while the game did show some promise at the beginning of its life cycle, it seems like over time it just has gotten worse. And that's not to say that Halo Infinite is a terrible game by any means, just the sheer lack of content is absolutely just mind-boggling to me. We're now in June 2022 and we still have no Forge and no co-op campaign. I mean, that is just insane to think about. When I think of Halo games, one of the first things that comes to mind is playing the campaign in co-op mode with friends. But even if you set aside campaign and Forge mode and take a look at the multiplayer for Halo Infinite at its core is a good solid game. There's a solid foundation there, but they just need to build upon that. The game had a lot of players at launch, but I think now it's kind of too late. People have moved on from Halo Infinite. They went back to playing their battle royales like Fortnite or Apex Legends, or some people have moved on to other arena shooters like Splitgate. And if you don't know what Splitgate is, it's essentially an indie game that is heavily inspired by Halo, but it has the addition of portals. And just the portal mechanic alone makes this such a complex game. I feel like these days, a lot of games are just rehashes of one another, whether it's a remake, a remaster, or it's a copy of another game with slightly different changes. I think the portal mechanic in Splitgate is a fresh feature. Splitgate has a lot to offer. First of all, it's free to play, so there's no harm in just downloading the game and trying it. Currently, it's on Steam, PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5, and Xbox consoles. And yes, there is crossplay between all consoles and PC, which is amazing. No cross progression, that is something I would like to see in the future, and I believe the devs have said that that is something they're looking into, but I don't think it's in their immediate plans. I play on PC and the game looks great, feels great, runs great. I wasn't kidding. I mean, this game is essentially an indie game, yet it is rivaling the AAA giant of Halo Infinite. I just think if you're looking for a new shooter game that isn't Halo Infinite or that isn't a battle royale, why not give Splitgate a try? Like I said, it's free to play, and there's a battle pass as well that has tons of free rewards. You could buy the premium version if you'd like for about $10, and it does offer some pretty nice rewards. There's no challenge swap BS like Halo Infinite has, and you can earn premium currency from the battle pass as well, which is really nice. The game has tons of skins for your weapons as well as your characters. Some of them a little bit too crazy for my liking, but some of them look pretty cool, and they do have an esports scene in this game as well. Esports may not be something that everyone is interested in, but if you are, then they do have esports skin bundles for your weapons. And come on, you gotta admit that the moist esports skins for the weapons are sick as hell, dude. Splitgate also just has a ton of game modes to play. You got your casual game modes, you know, your basic game modes like Team Deathmatch, Team Objective, but you also have some kind of a little bit more crazier ones like Laser Tag, Zombie VIP, things like that. Halo Infinite has the bare minimum of game modes. I mean, there are staples in the Halo series that are missing from Halo Infinite, like Infection, for example. And custom games and Forge is a huge part of Halo. I mean, I must have spent hundreds, maybe even thousands of hours playing custom games in Halo 3 and Halo Reach. I mean, the replay value was just absolutely insane there, but Well, there's no forge, no custom maps, no custom game modes. I mean, I guess you can make a custom game mode in Halo Infinite, but what's the point without the custom maps? If you're used to playing Halo, then I think the transition to Splitgate will be fairly easy. The only thing that is different for the most part, like I said, is the addition of the portals. You might have to play with your settings a little bit to get it just how you like it. The portals are automatically assigned to left bumper for your left portal and right bumper for your right portal. I actually use an Elite Series 2 controller, so I put the portals on my back paddles, and that works for me. And as well, on top of the game modes, you do have ranked modes as well. You got ranked 4v4, which is kind of like your standard team objective game modes. And then you have ranked 3v3 takedown, which is a little bit of a twist on team deathmatch. When someone dies, they get to respawn, but the respawn timer gets a little bit longer each time someone on your team dies. And if all teammates are dead at the same time, then you lose the round. So it's nice to have a good variety of ranked game modes, especially when Halo Infinite essentially only has one ranked playlist, but you have the option to choose crossplay 4 players or solo duos. Now, I know I'm giving Splitgate a lot of praise here, and while it does definitely deserve it, the game isn't perfect either. For one, I would like to see less waiting rooms in the game. If you don't find a game immediately, then you're kind of put into this waiting lobby where people just kind of kill each other and just mess around until you find enough players for a match. Now, with the latest update for this game, the waiting lobbies were reduced. However, I'm still finding them more often when searching for ranked game modes. Casual game modes, I can usually find a game fairly quickly, no problem there. But regarding ranked modes, it does take a little bit longer to find people, and that could be kind of frustrating sometimes when someone like me, I don't have a lot of hours in the day to play. But that's probably my biggest complaint with Splitgate. I mean, other than that, I think this game definitely deserves more eyes on it, more players, and the esports scene is strong as well. I mean, I watched the recent Pro Series this past weekend, and it's a fun game to watch. I think this game, deserves every bit of love that it could possibly get at this point. And to me, I personally think that the developers at 1047 Games really care about Splitgate and are very passionate about it. I mean, this is something they've been working on for, years now, and I've been playing this game since the alpha. I think at the moment, Splitgate is the better arena shooter than Halo Infinite. I mean, sure, Splitgate doesn't have vehicles, so there's no big team battle or anything like that, but there's only 2 or 3 big team maps? I mean, come on. In my opinion, if you're looking for a new arena shooter game, I think Splitgate is the way to go. As of right now, I really just don't have any faith in 343 at the current moment. That's not to say that they can absolutely turn the game around and whip Halo Infinite back into shape. I mean, we've heard so many success stories of games that are either just broken at launch, or maybe they just have a lack of content at launch, and over time, it gets updated, it gets fixes, it gets new DLC, new content, things like that. As a lifelong Halo fan, I absolutely want to see Halo Infinite succeed, and I want to see Splitgate succeed too. I mean, competition is nice, competition breeds innovation. So hopefully Halo Infinite turns it around in the future. I don't want to rag on Halo too much because at the core of its game, there is something good there. But for me personally, I think I'm probably going to be playing Splitgate for the foreseeable future. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. Are you still playing Halo Infinite? Have you already dropped it? Have you played Splitgate before? Do you plan on trying it? Tell me how you're liking Splitgate, and maybe I'll see you in a couple ranked games. I'm currently Plat 4 in 4v4, and I believe Plat 1 in 3v3s. So if you see me in a Splitgate lobby, say hi. And that's going to be it for me. Appreciate y'all watching. See you in the next one. Later.
King Slayer. Double kill.